Good morning, everybody. Welcome to 6MMOs. I'm your host, Mr. Graven. This stupid Twilight keeps going on and on and on and on and on. Anyways, so I've been trying to get this video. First time I was muted. Second time, I just forgot to reset the whatever. I'm going to do a couple minute video just to explain this. Is Necropotence dead? No! People are... Okay, listen. How many times have they converted? Every time. They will. They don't know how to count. It's just the facts. Necropotence isn't dead. Now, if I was going to use a Necropotence set, unfortunately, I would be forced to use the Medusa set. Why? I do not have a bar spot that's going to accommodate Psijic skill, Race Against Time, to gain minor force. So you would want the Medusa set in this scenario. And if you wanted to use a Harpoon's Waiting Kilt with a configuration like this, you could. Now here's the deal, right, Pickles? Who already said that they were going to have to drop their monster proc to justify this? I already did. I already knew ahead of time, right? And they're holding on to what? Stack and crit sets. But stack and crit sets has what? A diminishing return, because once you add a percentage base modifier, every piece of flat value gets diminished to the percentage value. That's what they don't understand, because they can't count, okay? They can't. So would I stack 2 full crit sets without a base? No. So Necropotence is my base set. Medusa is my crit set. I add a percentage modifier. I use the Waiting Kilt. Why? Because it's a value that cannot be replicated if you can maintain it. If you can. Right? And if you like pet builds, whatever. Now, personally, I would not use two pets on this. Why? Because I'm using Bound Aegis to scale 8% Magicka in accordance. I'm just getting the stacks here. Okay, once that's applied and I hit the buff, and that's why I'm at over 70% critical value. I'm over 50,000 max Magicka. And look, I still have a spell damage of 58. So is Necropotence dead? No. Are people still dumb and can't count? Yes! Yes. Yes. Now with this configuration, you would want, this is one of those exceptions, you would want to go with a 5-on-1. Why? Well, it's simple, because you're scaling what? Max Magicka. So if we're going to scale Max Magicka, we want that Undaunted passive of 6. Now, if we're scaling spell damage, not so much. Right? It's a different scaling system, a different factor. Hence why I went with the 6-1. In most configurations, 6-1 is going to be more optimal based on that type of scaling. But the Sork a scale factor towards Magicka and stamina, Magicka and spell damage, thus making it one of the classes that can definitely go across the lines easier, right? Its scale factor is apparent. So I can wear still a set like Necropotence, run up a critical value set, and scale my max pool, use the Undaunted passive, use the Mage's Guild passive with the degen and the Icy Comet on the back bar, and still get an additional 2% on that value. Knowing the entire time, if I was dumb enough, to stack 2 critical values, I'm getting a diminishing return. I don't need Necropotence to have a critical value. I don't. I do not need this to have a critical value. This can be a base set, and I'm still hitting over the 70% due to the Waiting Kilt. Now, if you wanted to use daggers, oh my god, you could, but like I said, it's whatever. So I find it hilarious when, once again, people keep questioning me. I don't agree with Mystic. You don't have to agree, because you can't count, and you conformed yet again. You conform. You always conform to what I say. Get over it. If you learn how to count properly, instead of like holding on to a metrics, telling you what an outcome is, right? You'll actually, go somewhere. But if you don't want to do the actual math in preparations, the metrics will never tell you anything other than what you're doing. It's never going to tell you how to prep it or how to prepare for it. You need to know those fundamentals for yourself. So, yeah. Is Necropotence dead? No. Like I said, fucking A. I went on the target dummy. What's that buff supplied to the Warden? I'm hitting over 50,000. Max Magicka base 46. Now health is low, 18.5. If I wanted to switch the food, I could do that based on what? Every scenario, you can just switch food. If you want to switch food out for every scenario or a piece, a base value piece, you can do that as well. But like in a trial scenario, I could afford to drop down with these values. In a dungeon scenario, I might want to readjust my values. But look, spell crit 48, right? Drink the pot. I'm at 60. Where's my sweet spot? I don't know what to tell people. Do the math. Proof is in the pudding. Hashtag timestamps matter. Hashtag get a clue. All right, I'm out. Peace.